Hi, today we're going to be talking about how to write an equation. So we went ahead and we've graphed an equation given different information. Now, how do we go ahead and, given information, write an equation? So we're going to write an equation with a slope and a point, or we're going to write an equation given 2 points. Now, there's two different ways of doing it, the way that we're going to do today in slope-intercept form, and there's a way called point-slope form. We won't cover point-slope form until a later time. So we're going to deal with these two. All right, remember we talked about this last week. We had, to write an equation, we needed two things. We needed a slope and a y-intercept, so the m and the b. If we had those two things, we could go ahead and write an equation. So to find the m, if we are given 2 points, we can do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. To find a b, and we're given a point and a slope, we can do b equals y minus mx. So with these two formulas are the two formulas that you're going to use to go ahead and help find this m and find this b. So if you need to find m, you got to do this, and that's the first step. Second step is to find b, you do this. All right, so step 1, step 2. All right, let's try out an example. Write an equation of a line that passes through 2, -3 with a slope of 1/2. Now again, we need two things. We need the slope and we need the y-intercept. They give us a slope. So we've already have this first part. So we only need to do the second part. And I'll show you how to do that in just a minute here. So we need to find the y-intercept because we're going to go ahead and replace m with 1/2. And the x and y become the x and the y value so that we can solve for b. So b equals y minus mx. So we're going to replace m with 1/2. So there's a 1/2 there. We're going to replace y with -3 and x with 2. And this is just a problem that we're going to have to solve. We're going to have to multiply. So we'll multiply 1/2 of 2 is 1. So -3 minus 1 is -4. So now we have m is 1/2 and b is -4. Well, we've done problems like this before. We just substitute them in to y equals mx plus b. And we get 1/2 x minus 4. And so that's what our equation is. Obviously, we can go ahead and graph this. We've done this just as a review. We're not going to ask you to do it on your homework, but let's talk about this. Where are we going to start? We're going to start at -4. So here's the origin. We go down 4 spots and make our first dot, our starting point dot. And here's our slope of 1 over 2. So we're going to go up 1 and over 2 to the next stop, and 1 over 2, 1 over 2, 1 over 2, and we can keep going. All right. Write an equation of a line that goes through that point. So if you wanted to go ahead and do that, sorry, I clicked on the answer right quick enough. We're going to do some more problems in just a minute. So I'm going to go through this one. We have enough examples. All right. What's the other example? The other example is if we have 2 points. So we have 2 points here, and they don't give us any slope. So now we have to go back and find the slope. So that's that first thing, y2 minus y1. Now they put it in table form instead of ordered pairs, but that's fine. So they have the ordered pairs of -3, -4, -2, -8. If you want to write it as ordered pairs instead of the table, it's fine. But we have to do find the slope. Step 1 is find the slope. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Plug those values in from our 2 ordered pairs here, and we get -4. So that's step 1 is done, -4. Step 2 is find the y-intercept. Now we have 2 points here. If we go back here, we have these 2 points. It doesn't matter which one we use. We're just going to take the first one because why not? But if you wanted to use the second one, you could do that. You would get the same answer. So here we have our formula, and it's y equals minus mx. So we're going to put the x and the y from here, and the m that we just found was -4. So -4 goes in for the m here. And then the x is -3, that goes here. And the y is -4, which goes there. Multiply this at the end, which gives us +12, so -4 minus 12, or -16. So now we have m is -4, b is -16. Write our equation. And there's our answer. Let's try some more. All right, here's another one. Our ordered pairs, 1 and 2. So I'm going to do y2 minus y1. Wow, a mistake. 6 over 3 and this is 2 minus a negative 1. I got lucky because it did end up being 1 both times. But that 3 and 2 should have been switched. And I should have gotten 3 over 3, which is also 1. Okay, so that I just got lucky. So that's step 1 is finding m. Well, I put it down here, m equals 1. Now I got to find b. Pick one of the 2 points. I'm just, again, going to take the top one. If you want to take 2, 6, you're more than welcome to. So y, I'm going to put a 3. M is that 1. X is negative 1. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Double negative here gives me a positive 4. So b is 4. So if m is 1 and b is 4, I can write it as 1x plus 4 or just x plus 4. Here we are given both points. So negative 3 minus a negative 3 and 12 minus 6. We get 0 over 6. Now remember, 0 over 6 is just 0. It's when 6 is in the denominator that we can't have. So this is just 0. So I wrote down my m equals 0. And now I have to do the other part over here. M is 0. And I just go ahead and pick a point. Again, I just took the first one. Negative 3 for y and 6 there. Multiply it, we get 0. So we have negative 3 minus 0, or just negative 3. So I can write y equals 0x minus 3, or I can, because it's 0x, I can just get rid of that, and I can just write y equals negative 3. Either one of those would have been fine. One more. This one's a little bit different. Write the equation of a line that has an x-intercept of negative 2 and a y-intercept of 4. Well, remember, b is our y-intercept, so I already have b, so I don't have to do that part over here. So b equals 4. They already tell me that. They don't tell me the m. So x-intercept is a point, negative 2 comma 0. They're saying x is negative 2, and you don't know what the x is 0 here because that's an intercept. When you're talking about a y-intercept, it's 0 comma y or 0 comma 4. So I do get 2 ordered pairs from this. These are 2 separate things. Don't make them one ordered pair. This is 2 separate pairs. So then I still do my m, 4 minus 0, and 0 minus the negative 2, which gives me 4 over 2, or just 2. So now m is 2, b is 4, and I can write my answer. That's what I have for you today.